got a lot of Corpus games in this weekend, and here we are in Bishop, trying to get around to majority of the Coastal Bend. Here's starting this good start in the middle of the net. Lillian. Here's starting this good start in the middle of the net. Lillian McCoy got set up nicely, and a nice play there to get started. McCoy had a really nice tournament. Played very well, and another point here to start as King gets out to a 2-0 lead, and Gabriella Jones back to serve for the Lady Mustangs. And there's McCoy on the net where the ball was going. Finding it, timing it right there in the center net. Getting the Lady Badgers on their heels, and the quick 3-0 start here. And that far side outside hit for Bishop, yielding the first point there, and Gabriella Jones trying to come up with it but could not. And here's the libero, Hannah Griffith. And there's McCoy on the outside. And then here on this near side, it's Miranda Lopez. Lopez herself having a really solid outing at this weekend's tournament, and nice approach there at the net. Good attack, but Bishop was ready, and they're gonna. Here's Bishop, center net, and tell. Heads to the bench. And here's a return by DuPont. Here's a setup on the outside for Foster, and Foster. And there's JD Zamora getting with the save, getting it over, and they're gonna set up Foster once again in there. Garrett with the return. Bishop ready for it. There's the setup and a running attack there by Caitlin Vetta. Nice play on the back row to King. Here's Cullum with the serve, and it's going to fall fair, and an ace. This will return. Nice play by DuPont on the back row. This one popped up high by Lopez. Cullum setting up Jones. Here's the setup from Zamora for Reese. Libby Foster, and I guess a little confusion there on the front row. Looks like it was set up nicely there. Just a little hesitation by both players at the net. And here's Jones. Sends it off Hannah Griffith, the Mustangs. Zamora setting it up for Griffith. And here's Lopez on the outside. Zamora sets up DuPont for the outside hit, and off for Pimentel. Now Sarah DuPont in that far outside part of the net, set up nicely there by Zamora. And here's McCoy. And there's McCoy, center net. Zamora saves it. Then there was a return by Salazar. Here's Lopez with the return, and nice play on the. Here's Miranda Lopez, and there's a return. And Zamora setting it up for Katie Winters. And here's Lopez on the outside. Things up here, 13-all. And Miranda Lopez serves it. There's Griffith. There's Zamora. Nicely done. And it's 14-all. And here's the libero, Harley Guerra, on the serve. And this one returned by Zamora. Here's the setup on the outside for Jones. And the other way, and Bishop back in the lead. It's 15-14. Lady Badgers on top. Katie Winters heads to the service line now for Bishop. And nice play there. Not expecting that one at all. But nice heads up play there by Cullum as she sends the serve. Cullum setting up Foster, who kind of ran into Cullum there. There's Zamora. Another set. And there's McCoy just set up whenever she's gotten a clean look at it. Gets up there and sends it down with enough power. She's gotten them down a good percentage of the time. And here's a serve not to be returned as Bishop picks up. And Corpus Christi King up 17-15. And then A. Cullum sends it over Griffith. There's Zamora. Setting up Veta. And kind of caught the back line on its toes. Or off its toes, rather, as the ball goes out of play. And here's a serve by Pimentel. Zamora sets up there for DuPont. And DuPont and there's McCoy set up by Cullum. And Cullum's done a good job, especially around the net. It's close. She's done nicely down there. At least close to the net. A nice play there by Zamora. Was able to cash in with the point, but she's done well near the net, as has Cullum, just able to set it straight up there. And so that can be a tricky part of the net. And here's McCoy. On the outside, Lopez two-hands it over, and there's Veta with the save. There's McCoy. Winters pops it up. Zamora for DuPont. There's Guerra. And McCoy backhands it over. Once again, shows her prowess up front. And DuPont sends it right towards Guerra, and Guerra, Pimentel pops it up, sets it up for Lopez, and here's Zamora setting up Winters, and Winters right towards Guerra, who's there to pop it up. Pimentel with the back row attack, and the center net, nice play there by Galatasaray. Zamora finds it, Winters one hands it there, and there's Guerra ready for it. And there's a setup for Foster. Griffith bumps Zamora. Sets up for Vera. Zamora back to serve for Bishop. She's played extremely well and just been all over that front row for Bishop. Has really made a difference, and she'll pick up an ace here. Getting the height that she's desired, or just set up not what she expects there as Winters sends this one over. Serve receives, set up there for Libby Foster for the point. And here's Danae Cullum. Zamora. Nice play there by McCoy on the net. And Cullum with the serve. Zamora one-hands it. There's Garrett. Cullum setting up McCoy. And there's a double block, but McCoy ready for it. And Cullum with the serve. Zamora pops it up. Griffith with the return. Lopez sets up McCoy. And McCoy on the serve. And there's McCoy. Sends it right at Veta, but Veta's ready for it. Griffith to DuPont, who returns it. They're going to set up, and McCoy with the finesse touch sends it over. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are on our way. Set number 2 starting with the serve from Madison Pimentel. And here's Lopez on the outside, setting that one, but Griffith ready for it. That's Winters sending it over. Cullum setting up for McCoy, and McCoy, another in set number 1. Finishing that set strong, and here's Pimentel with the jump serve. Zamora setting up DuPont, and DuPont right towards Guerra, and Guerra they lead 1-0, and here's JD Zamora with the serve. And set up, here's McCoy, and McCoy into a double. And nice play there. Bishop and Lily McCoy over to serve for the Lady Mustangs. Here in set number 2, Lady Mustangs leading 1-0. They took set number 1, 27-25. A lot of power there. And there's DuPont. And the return by Lopez skips the top of the net. Zamora's there. And they set up Zamora, who sends it to the back row of King. And nice play there. Here's Harley Guerra. Skips it over the net. Zamora's there. There's the save. Salazar sends it over. Caitlin Vetta. And there's Galarza. Strong outside hit. Cullum trying to set up Natalie Garcia. Zamora setting up DuPont cross court. And Guerra can't get to it. And nicely done as Bishop ties it up. It's 10-all. Here's Mia Tamez. And Foster. Play. And point over to Bishop. And the libero, Hannah Griffith. And there's McCoy. Lopez. There's Pimentel from the back row. Zamora setting up DuPont, and Pimentel's there, but sends it out of play. They set up McCoy there, but Zamora and Winters were ready for it. Nice defense by the Lady Badgers, and we're tied at 13. Here's a serve from DuPont. This one not going to be. And Lopez. And here's J.D. Zamora on to serve. They set up McCoy on the outside, and McCoy this time gets it to go. That far side corner. She gets a good look at it and able to spike it in for the kill. And here's Zamora for Winters, and Winters with the answer. Zamora sets up. Back row attack for Winters. Lopez waits for it, sends it over. Zamora setting up Vetta on the far side, but there's Lopez. Here's Libby Foster, and Foster with authority. Put out there by Libby Foster. There's the outside. There's Vetta. her spike heads to the back row, and Kyla Ross tries to find it, goes low, can't get there in time, make a play. And Veta with the serve. There's Ross. Galarza. Met by Gabby Salazar at the net, and it's a three-point game once again, 20-17, and Bishop in front. Here's the setup. There's Foster once again. Again with Bishop in front, and here's Mia Tamez with the serve. And they set up Foster again, and there's Zamora getting low for it. They're going to set up Foster once more. Nice play there by Veta. Whistle. King point. It over to Tamez. DuPont with the return. Guerra, nice play. Here's McCoy. McCoy puts it down. And heads up play there by the Badgers, and a nice rally going on here between the two. They're going to set up McCoy again, and this time McCoy gets it off of Griffith. McCoy makes it a one-point game, and that size around the net for King, whether it be Foster or McCoy, a really big reason why King's been successful. And there's an ace there. And King seizing all the momentum. Zamora sets up for DuPont, and DuPont sends it over, and it's going to fall. Gives up the lead once again. Bishop on to serve. Here's Griffith. Cullum sets up Foster. It rolls. Zamora's there. Set up DuPont. And nice play there by Guerra. Nice play there by Guerra. Guerra makes a save. And nice play. There's McCoy. Guerra once again. Cullum sets up McCoy. And that front row. See, and then McCoy got a couple of shots at it and finally able to get it to go, and it's 23-23. Here's a setup. DuPont. Into a double block. DuPont sends it to Garcia. And here's Pimentel. Zamora setting up Winter center of the net. And it's a tie game. Set 3 coming your way. And Bishop with a strong finish to set number 2. They've tied up this match, and it's now a best of 3. Here's King, quick start, and there's McCoy. Had a one go off of her and out of play as King gets on the board first. And here's a ace for King, and it's 2-0. And another. And Natalie Garcia sees it fall, and another ace. And this one in play, and this one returns. There's DuPont. Cullum pops it up. Pimentel setting up Lopez on the outside. Double block there. But it's King with a 4-1 lead after a nice start on the service line from Garcia. A nice return there. Zamora. Here's the setup. Galarza. And DuPont's waiting for it. Zamora setting up Veta. Cullum on the outside, and Lopez is ready for it. And Lopez with a nice attack on the outside. Picking up the kill. And then Galarza on the net waiting for it. Timed it just right. And here's Katie Winters. Winters with the jump serve. There's Lopez. Cullum. And Harley Garrett sends it over. And Garrett with the back row attack for the kill. Garrett for Lopez. And Lopez sends it to the back row. Zamora is there. Maddie Ruiz sends it over. Cullum. Setting up Foster, but she runs into winning set number 2, 26-24. And right now, King doubling up on Bishop as they lead by 6. It's 12-6. And the setup, and there's McCoy. Salasad. And it's a 7-point lead. And Cullum with the serve. And there's McCoy waiting for the return. Number 2, but they've come out here a little sluggish, and King up by 10. It's 16-6. Here's Cullum with the serve. Here's a setup for DuPont and into the net there. The officials checking the rotation, making sure all is in order. I believe we're ready to go now with Danae Cullum back to serve for Corpus Christi King. And this one out of play. Hole here for the Badgers. Mia Tamez on the serve. They're going to set up McCoy. And McCoy puts it up, and it hits that near side pole and out of play. And it's a 14-point lead. And Pimentel puts it in play. There's DuPont. And DuPont set up on the outside for Lopez, and Veda's there for it. And Zamora runs into Griffith. McCoy setting up Cullum. And McCoy right back the other way. McCoy reading it the whole way. She continues her dominance on the net. And here's Natalie Garcia. Here's DuPont. And there's McCoy and Lopez. And she sends it into the net. And the lead's 13. It's 22-9. And here's Sarah DuPont. Nice play there by Lopez. Cullum for Galatasaray. Galatasaray sends it back. And it falls just fair. The King Lady Mustangs. Here's a jump serve. Pimentel. There's Griffith. Zamora for Winters. And a double block there from Garcia and McCoy. Cullum saying to McCoy. McCoy right there on the net. Pimentel the jump serve. Zamora to Winters. There's Lopez. Cullum setting up Garcia, but DuPont with the serve. Set up. There's McCoy, and McCoy on that center. And McCoy at the net, and Winters is there. Send back her way from Winters and Ruiz. Guerra pops it up. They set it up, and there's McCoy. Zamora ready for it. Ruiz setting up Veda. Veda over. Pimentel ready for it on the back row. And there's Lopez on the serve now. Pimentel. Cullum. Lopez, center net. Griffith is there. Gets down low for that dig. And there's McCoy. Goes head-to-head with Winters and point McCoy. Players like McCoy, Libby Foster, and even Lopez on the outside, just really solid attackers when it comes to either center net on the outside. And you look at Winters, who's also played very well. And there's Galarza. Tall presence on the net in her own right. And King with a 2-point lead. And here's Lydian McCoy. Zamora sets up Winters, and here's Galarza. Nice play there by Galatasaray.
Or after-hour fees. We treat our customers the way we would want to be treated, especially when it comes to costly repairs. So if you need service, repairs, or replacement, call Joe to keep you cool.
And welcome back. Just a strong start here. A nice outside hit from the Badgers. I believe that was Winters. Coming out strong, and she comes up with the ace. So after they need to take a breather and a regroup. Galatza runs into a couple of Lady Badgers on the net. Miranda Lopez on the serve. Zamora sets it up for Reese. And Guerra for Foster on the outside. And then another nice defensive play. Salazar, back row. Zamora setting it up for DuPont. Cullum gets it over. Reese for Zamora. There's Guerra. Cullum setting up Foster, and Foster delivers. King leads 10-8, and it's going to be Mia Tamez. And nice play there by Cullum. Guerra gets low once again. Nice play. And there's McCoy. DuPont for Cullum. Guerra. And Garcia hands it over, and nobody's there. Turns to the sideline for a little advice. Cullum, and here comes McCoy strong. And Vetta's there. DuPont sets it up, and Griffith returns. McCoy to Cullum, way high on the outside, and there's Lopez. Seeing them converge center net, and sees Lopez trailing coming from behind, and sets up Lopez, and Lopez delivers. And it's a 14-9 game, and there's Winters off of Garcia and McCoy. Trying to finish it off in set 4. They lead 15-11, but Bishop trying to hold on and force a fifth set. Galatza sends it over. Tamez. Here's Zamora. DuPont. And Galatza got a hand on it, but it falls and turn. And there's McCoy. McCoy. Now this one, it seems like they've been off on their placements as they trail by 5. And this one out. And King opening up a 6-point lead now. And here's McCoy. Zamora setting up, and there's Winter. And the lead is 6. And here comes Foster. Pimentel sits. Here's Lopez on the service line. Zamora setting up Vetta. Just sort of a play that went awry there. Here's DuPont. Zamora. Reese. And Reese on that outside attack. Taps it home, but Zamora was there. DuPont sends it over. Guerra. Cullum. Here comes Foster. And Foster. Her attack met by Vetta. Foster now on the front row. Here's DuPont. Set it up. Here's McCoy. And McCoy comes in, makes her presence felt. Falls just out. There at that far end of the court. And the lead back down to 5. Here's Hannah Griffith. Serves it up. Cullum setting up one of her bigs. And Griffith, what a play. And there's Lopez. Lengthy rally going on here. There's DuPont. And there's Guerra. Saved by that basketball net, but Garcia sends it into the net. up there, saved it on its way down, and it's a 3-point lead now. Garcia, Griffith really coming out of that timeout playing well. Really just been ready for whether it be Foster or McCoy. Here's Garcia and Veta, nice play. Sets up and there's McCoy. Veta once again. She's been ready. Here's Madison Pimentel. And DuPont right towards Guerra. Back to Lopez. Lopez punches it. Set up for Winters. Center net. There's McCoy. There's DuPont. Pimentel's got it on the back row. Cullum setting up Guerra. Winters once again. And it goes off Guerra. And Guerra was ready for that one. Zamora setting up Winters. And Guerra once again sees it fly off her. Zamora's got it. Winters. Griffith comes up to make the play. Here's Winters. Sends it cross court. Pimentel sends it over. And Bishop has just been the aggressors as of the last few minutes in this one. And DuPont's there. And sent over, and King ties it up. That's up for Lopez. Lopez to Griffith. Zamora, and there's Veta. Pimentel's there. And Lopez gets it to fall. Lady Mustangs. And Garcia. They're going to set it up here. And McCoy with the kill.